One of the comments made, and I keep peppering with this, is maybe look at stopping your SIPs in small and mid cap. I mean, here is, I think, where the alarm bell really comes in. Feroze Azeez, I want you to come in on the ongoing debate, and of course, I'll ask your view on what you're telling investors and what they think, but I'm getting that quote specifically. Investors should reassess if they wish to continue their SIPs in small and mid-cap schemes. Right now, I think maybe what fear we are seeing in the market is that the bulwark of this market, the main support has come from investors who diligently, eyes shut, have been putting money in SIPs month after month after month, believing that this is the path. Their faith is getting shaken now. Let me be very honest, that faith is getting shaken now. They need to be reassured, or they need to be told what is going on. Feroze Azeez.
Yes, Tamanna, see, Naren Saab is of course a very, very respected name. And when he says it, we stand up and listen. But we have to also listen to some data, which is there. So I personally think there's no retail investors should always invest in 3-4 schemes, right? He's not going to buy a small cap fund only. I would say that if you have the third scheme as the small cap scheme, you have to not be worried at all. And if one in a decade, if a small cap fund does not make positive return, we have a larger problem to solve as a country. Because small cap is the word small cap itself. I debate the word small cap. The 250 companies, there are 2,307 NSE traded companies, out of which top 500 में large, mid, small खत्म हो जाते हैं. So the other 1,800 stocks don't even have a space in the mutual funds definition. Can you believe it? And we still call them small cap, and the small cap is a 50,000 crore market cap. When an investor is thinking small, he's not thinking of 50,000 crore market cap. When he's thinking mid cap, he's not thinking about a 1.5 lakh crore market cap. About six years back, the largest small cap was 8,300 crores. Today it is 45,000 crores. So the word still is small cap. How can you still
So I'll just add that the person who's investing is not even thinking about market cap. They're thinking about returns. Let's be very clear. This is stuff we talk about. They are going to their advisor and they're saying, "Paisa kahan lagao? Are small cap chal raha hai, usme lagao." Let's be very honest. What's going on?
Yes, Tamanna, sure. Let's see. Of course, people buy past performance. That's very evident. You ask any fund manager, he says that "Meri last 1 month ki performance achhi hai, then I'll get more money." That's for sure. Tamanna, you've hit the nail on the head. India buys past performance. There's no two ways about it. The point I'm trying to get to is there is 93% chance. I'm speaking about rolling return on NSE small cap 250. There is 93% chance that it would be positive return on a 5-year rolling. Forget 10-year rolling. 10-year rolling is 99.3% positive return. Of course, now Naren sir is saying we are in that 0.7% possibility. Could just be, but I personally think investing is about higher probabilities, not lower probabilities. There is 89% chance for a 5-year rolling, and I'm speaking about monthly rolling for eternity, practically the full life of the index. 89% probability that you have beaten 5% per annum return. There is 81% chance that you made 10% per annum return and more. So the point I'm trying to get to is the odds are still stacked up in the favor of investor, even if he buys now. Second, I completely disagree to call them small caps as one group. MSCI index, India small cap index has 465 stocks. Indian mutual fund guys have only 250 stocks in the small cap index. So a foreigner sitting somewhere has 212 more stocks in the small cap index than the Indian guy. So why are we not expanding our universe of small cap? And how can we actually categorize 250 stocks in different industries, different segments, different sizes into one English word? So that's where I think the fund manager comes into picture. He's not buying 250 stocks.
Just one last point, Feroze, very quickly. Astute investors often say when the markets are hitting their bottoms is the time to come and buy. Is that time right now? Completely contrarian view. You have one view saying, you know, lock, stock and barrel, get out. My question to you is, would you say it's time to come in right now? Even if you don't have 20 years to wait. Let me put that caveat in place. Say 20, 30, 40 years, I don't think people have that kind of patience.
Yeah, I would say definitely buy and buy. Okay, it might sound like a equity guy being biased towards equity. I look at about 4 short-term barometers. All of them say that the markets are light. Markets can correct 10%. That's my disclaimer. I wouldn't be surprised if a small cap investor from here on, you can mark my words, in 5 years at least get a compounded return of 12 to 15%. And waiting for 10 years to come into positive zone is something I would not buy if I buy a smart fund manager in my portfolio, model portfolio, which is what all our investors invest in, thousands of crores. Invesco small cap is there. That's beaten Nifty by 6% for this financial year as of yesterday. So I personally think buy and buy.